Founder story before they raise funds and after they raise funds is different. Many a times there is a story on which they raise the money and then they suddenly say that, yeah, probably this thing is not working. And then pivots happen. How do you people deal with pivots?
That's the dichotomy of the ecosystem in the last 2 years, right? We assume the role of a founder, but we're not founders, right? So at the end of the day, pivots have to happen. That always has to be a founder-led decision. That never has to be an investor-led decision. The stage we are investing in, right? There is actually no solid business grounds on which you can say, is this pivot right or this pivot wrong? Because any pivot takes about good 1.5, 2 years, 3 years at least to, of course, go in the market, right? So essentially, you can just do a validation on the client level, but you can't do a validation in the entire business strategy. And investors should not do so as well, because that's the role of a founder.
Once you start a journey on an Excel sheet, reality is very different. And you realize that whatever you're doing can be done better, can be done faster, or maybe a portion of what you're doing needs to be scaled up faster because there is much more demand out there. Pivots are, I think, the reality of businesses.
The place where we play the game, that's an early stage, right? Eventually, everything is future plan. Everything is all about the prediction. This might work, this might not work, right? So even whatever I am saying as an investor, I may have invested in thousands of companies. But even you cannot take my words for 100% guaranteed, right? At least the founder is the one who has the more skin in the game. I'm sitting in my office and predicting something, just looking at the charts, right? So we give that kind of a freedom and try to understand what's the mindset behind this pivot, what actually the founder is thinking of, and then we obviously go with the founders, because eventually it's the founders game. If founders are comfortable building their startups, taking it to a scale, that's only we will be able to make the money.
In case of a pivot happening, we will go by the gut feel of the founders. We will support that until unless it's a ridiculous one that you are in healthcare and you want to become something else, that you want to change the industry. But in the same healthcare industry, you want to try something different, we will be supportive of that.